Alright guys, what's going on? I wanted to stop and say thank you because you guys have been requesting videos and that makes life so much easier. I really do appreciate that. You guys sitting here and saying, hey, I would really like to see a video on this. That to me means a lot, and it just allows me to make content that I know you guys want to watch and enjoy. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at one of the requested videos today for the Astro C40. Let's jump on it. Alright, so one of my requested videos has been, and this has been a couple times, another one here recently, and sorry I couldn't get this video out to you sooner, but here we go, and that is my Siege profile. So I got asked on a couple of our stick sense videos about my stick sensitivity for, say, Siege, and another one that's commonly asked is Battlefield, but I don't play Battlefield. I sadly, no put away the pitchforks, but I haven't ever played Battlefield. I just haven't. Yeah, don't know what to say about that. But Rainbow Six Siege I've played a ton on, from console to PC. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Alright. First off, we're going to talk about our buttons, right? So we have L3 and R3 are our back buttons. And that's because, unlike COD where I would use jump and slide, or jump and down as my rear button, I don't do that with Siege. I actually do lean. So leaning left, leaning right. Obviously right is right, left is left. But I actually prefer doing that with Siege because it just, I don't know, it feels right for me personally. If you guys haven't checked that out, give it a try. Maybe you'll end up loving it. And then we've got circle on our joystick. So that's the three changes on the mapping side of things. To me, it was just a much faster, and I really hate leaning being on the sticks, because if you're trying to change lean constantly while shooting and aiming and moving, it's a lot going on the sticks to be as accurate as I want to be, if that makes sense. So I try not to use my buttons for much on the sticks because I want that to be a consistently focusing on accuracy. So that's our mapping side of things. As far as stick sensitivity, there's really not much going on here, and which is different because usually on my strafe stick, right, my left stick, I usually have it pretty much maxed out for Call of Duty games and stuff like that. On Siege, I do not. And one, Siege aim assist is very, very limited. I think it's probably one of the least strong aim assists in a first-person shooter, in my personal opinion and experience. So I generally just try to focus on accuracy here. And the strafe movement on Siege is absurdly faster than, say, Call of Duty. So those are two things to keep in mind. For me, I just felt like I had no control over fine movements, which in Siege everything's a little bit more tactical. So what does that mean? Honestly, what I would do is either keep it flatlined on your sticks or lower it a little bit. I do not recommend going up. Okay, if you want to go up, don't go up until like 80. It's just, I'm telling you, play around with it yourself. My experience, there's no benefit in moving upward with Siege. I feel like you lose way too much in accuracy for it to be worthwhile at all. So you could also just increase the dead zone and bring it, say like that, but probably not what you want to do. So honestly, like I said, I would bring it down to the hair, and that way your super fine movements, especially strafing, because I can't stress it enough, strafing in Siege is so much faster than other first-person shooters. So, if anything, you want to kind of lower these first two and then let it plane back out, and it's still going to feel like it has some ramp up, because even though these are 5 and 2 decimal differences, it still has that ramp up. And if you, like I said, if you wanted to move one up, go like maybe 80, go up a little bit, but I really don't feel like it's actually necessary. So keep that in mind. Now, as far as your stick sensitivity, I'm going to say this, and you guys are probably tired of hearing it. Find your in-game stick sensitivity, find your in-game sensitivity, and then come and play around with your stick sensitivity. Never the other way around. Always do your in-game sensitivity and then your stick sensitivity. Again, I'm gonna say the same here. This game, it's about precision and being precise. That's one of the beauties of Siege. So I would definitely probably hang down on the 20 cent, probably bring it down a little bit, and then bring this one down by only a few more decimals. The main reason being is if your snap is really good, but you're just that hair off and you don't want to move it too far, then it gives you a little bit more control of the fine movements. But that's about it. Honestly, for me personally, I just keep them exactly as they are. I'm just going to be real with you guys. And I just use my in-game sense. So there's really not a big secret there. That's, for me, this is what I use, and to me, that's what works best. You could max out, the in-game sensitivity, and then come in here and change all this to what would seem fit, but I just don't feel like that's the right way of going about it. Use your in-game sensitivity, and then make the fine adjustments using your stick sensitivity. That to me is what makes this controller truly top-notch and special compared to every other controller. So now that we got that out of the way, as you guys can see, triggers, as always, I will always recommend these things be maxed. The triggers on this thing are just phenomenal. Keep them maxed no matter what the game is. Faster is faster. If you can aim faster and shoot faster, you're more likely to win your gunfights. That simple. Audio, I'm not gonna dig into this. If you guys want to know about audio and how you should probably be finding audio, I'm just gonna put a card right up there to the audio video, but we're not diving into that today. And then effects really isn't anything. Rumble, that should have been a 0.